There are millions of truck owners operating automobiles that might disastrously fail at any moment, and they are completely unaware of it. For decades, trucks made by General Motors have long represented strength and dependability. Now, a startling discovery has revealed a hidden flaw that might leave owners precarious or worse. Why are these reliable engines not working? What steps has GM taken to resolve or cover it up? For many years, General Motors has been a name that is synonymous with reliability, strength, and inventiveness. Their SUVs and trucks, especially the Chevrolet Silverado model, the Cadillac Escalade, and GMC Sierra, have been positioned as representations of American engineering. Recent disclosures have raised serious concerns about this legendary standing. The Traffic Safety Authority has launched a preliminary inquiry into an astounding there are 87.77 thousand automobiles manufactured by GM between the years of 2019 and 2024. Just another recall. At the center of the inquiry are L87 V8 engines from GM, utilized in a large number of their best-selling automobiles. These engines, which are present in vehicles such as the Chevrolet Tahoe, the Chevrolet Suburban, and GMC Yukon, have been connected to bearing malfunctions that may result in total engine jerking. For truckers, this translates to more, it's a possible safety measure, rather than merely an inconvenience. Danger. An engine that seizes can result in a car to abruptly lose power, raising the danger of a mishap. What's more startling is that these problems frequently arise suddenly indicators, such as dashboard alerts or strange noises. Picture yourself driving down a highway in your brand new, pricey truck, just for the engine to totally fail and leave you stranded and perhaps in danger. Regarding the 800,000 vehicles were impacted, this is a very real possibility, not just a hypothetical one. The worst part is that this problem might result in a total engine seizure or a hazardous crash. The majority of truck owners are unaware of. Their time bombs could be ticking engines. To comprehend, given the severity of GM's V8 engine problem, we must delve into these engines' underlying technology. The main source of the issue is GM's dynamic. A feature called the fuel management system was created to increase fuel economy by turning off specific cylinders when it's not necessary to use full power. On paper, better gas mileage seems like a win-win situation, and a car that is better for the environment. However, the situation has not been ideal. This system uses a number of lifters in order to control the activation and deactivation of the cylinder. When these lifters malfunction, which they usually do, they set off a chain reaction of engine issues. Bearing failure is among the most serious consequences. Bearings are essential to the efficient operation of an engine, and their failure may result in disastrous outcomes, such as complete engine seizure or even engine block breaching. For those who don't know, breaking into the engine block means making an actual hole in the engine's side, resulting in its total irreparability. Even more annoying for truck owners is that these breakdowns frequently happen without caution, in contrast to conventional engine problems that may exhibit dashboard or ticking noises. Cautions. These issues may arise unexpectedly, catching drivers off guard. The problem's scope is enormous, with models such as the GMC and Chevrolet Silverado. The Cadillac Escalade and Sierra were affected. Furthermore, even though GM's engineers may have imagined the as a groundbreaking advancement, it's currently evident that it is now a cause of headaches, financial hardship, and owners' safety concerns. Marketed as innovative, this technology is currently a cause of serious safety and financial issues. How much will it cost to fix? Get ready to be surprised. The unspoken expenses. Consider spending more than $7,500 to repair a truck's engine that's expected to endure for decades. Owners of trucks buy automobiles such as the GMC Sierra or Chevrolet Tahoe, anticipating durability, strength, and dependability. These are not inexpensive vehicles. They are frequently investments, exceeding $70,000 in price. What occurs if that investment begins to decline, separated much sooner than anticipated? The monetary. These engine failures have a startling toll. For those who are lucky enough to witness the problem early, for example, by detecting a slight ticking noise, The cost of repairs is still startling. Replacing lifters as part of routine dealership maintenance entails roughly $300 just for labor. Include the cost of the parts, and it rises to more than $7,500. And if you're lucky, that is. When the engine fails entirely, such as due to an engine block breach, the repair entails changing the engine in its entirety. This can be $1,000 or more, depending on the particular model and the extent of the damage. Imagine shelling out close to $80,000 for a truck, only to receive a bill for repairs. That is almost a sixth of the initial price. The owners feel deceived. They believe the GM brand, anticipating dependability and durability. Rather, they have to pay for repairs that are comparable to the cost of a whole used car. For many, this financial hardship is made worse by the fact that these problems frequently arise outside end of the car's warranty, leaving owners to pay for everything themselves. Furthermore, these expenses are nothing compared to what occurs if the engine totally grenades. However, this is not merely a modern issue. It has been simmering for years. A prolonged record of failures. The engine issues at GM did not begin yesterday. It has been a gradual process. Catastrophe. The ongoing inquiry into GMs. The newest is the L87 V8 engines, not part of a lengthy history of problems. For decades, Chevrolet SUV and truck owners have reported issues ranging from using too much oil to recurrent transmission issues and lifter failures problems. These are not isolated occurrences. Rather, they're a component of a broader pattern that implies systemic issues with GM's engine design. Methodology. Consider, for instance, the claims made against GM regarding its technology for active fuel management, the forerunner of dynamic fuel, today's system of management. AFM was intended to increase fuel economy, but instead turned into notorious for resulting in lifter malfunctions and other engine issues. Many of these problems were never entirely settled, and it appears that they have continued into the more recent engines with DFM. Customers are not the only ones who find this annoying. It's detrimental to GM's standing. Owners of trucks area devoted, audience that frequently sticks with brands for generations. However, when a reputable brand like GM frequently neglects to address persistent problems, that allegiance starts to falter. Even worse, there is competition, is not motionless. Businesses such as Toyota and Ford, in spite of their own difficulties, have succeeded in upholding a reputation for dependability in important areas. The older Toyota, for instance, V8 engines are praised for their durability, as some owners have reported more one engine, 1 million miles. Meanwhile, GM is having trouble persuading purchasers that their engines are capable of 10 years without a disastrous failure. However, there are other automakers with engines besides GM top problems. Others experience their fair share of misfortunes. Regarding that, let's make a comparison. GM's difficulties in comparison to its rivals. The competition versus GM. This is where things really get. It's interesting that GM isn't the only one in this mess. Recent disclosures from General Motors have revealed a structural problem with their V8 engines, but there are other automakers as well, under investigation. In the sector, automakers are battling the same underlying obstacle, striking a balance between environmental regulations, innovation, as well as customer expectations. GM's rivals, Ford and Toyota, among others, have created their own attempts to adjust to the needs of the modern world, but their methods have also not been perfect. Consider Toyota. For many years, the 5.7-liter V8 engine from Toyota, when it came to dependability, the Tundra was the best. Because of how sturdy this engine was, many owners claimed to have traveled well over 1 million miles, with minimal, more than standard upkeep. The Toyota even displayed one of these trucks with millions of miles. in their main office as evidence of the robustness of their engineering. However, because of growing regulatory demands for improved fuel, Toyota retired in favor of efficiency and lower emissions. This iconic engine, swapping it out for A. The switch made sense at first glance. The power that turbocharged engines can provide is comparable to a V8 with increased fuel efficiency. However, the promise has not been fulfilled by reality. The Toyota, the new twin-turbo V6, has had problems, such as early malfunctions, oil leaks, as well as issues with its complex system of turbocharging. This has caused many Toyota devotees to yearn for the time of the well-known V8. Another significant player in the truck market is Ford, has encountered comparable difficulties. Their 3.8 V6 turbocharged engine and a 5-liter EcoBoost engine, intended to take the place of conventional V8s, has been promoted as an excellent fuel-efficient substitute. But this engine is well known for problems like carbon accumulation, condensation in the intercooler, and the ignition system failures. Owners complain of frequent malfunctions, in certain cases with only 30,000 miles on the odometer.